Hello viewers, welcome to the channel and welcome to another Minecraft video. In today's tutorial, we're going to be building the Leopard 2A4 main battle tank, as well as going over the Leopard 2A6/2A5. All you have to do is just shorten the barrel from the A6 to the A5. So really, for doing the A6, we're just going to basically copy the hull over and remake the turret from scratch, because it's a bit different from the ground up. So starting whichever tank you're building, first, holy crap, the lag. Let's drop this down. Screw it. All right, there we go. So to start the first layer, I'm going to place down one placement block, and behind that a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. Smooth sandstone up slabs. We're going to grab ourselves some birch fence gates, place them down as well, and just make a row of smooth sandstone in between. So, beginning the tracks, we're going to need to grab some nether brick stairs, nether brick slab. That should do it for now. Actually, let's just take these. Should need that and that. Right. So, moving on to the tracks. First, we're going to do the first rogue wheel, which is just going to be 2 nether brick stairs facing towards each other, and then 1 nether brick slab protruding from the front. Next, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 outwards facing black shulker boxes, and just place this stone button in each one. Then we're going to do the nether brick again, one more time. Then one more black shulker box. And to finish it, just one more nether brick stair for the road wheels. And connecting the track up is just going to be an upside down nether brick stair. So we should have something that looks like this. And now let's make some sense of it. So of course, banner red wheels. That actually will need to take the paint as well. So just starting with the shulker boxes, we're just going to place an item frame on each one, and a yellow glass stain paint. Something I did forget to mention. Something I did forget to mention. If you're doing a desert camo or something like that, this specific one is, if you look at it on Planet Minecraft, the reference is just a very bright orange-looking Leopard 2A4. So this is basically the color scheme. I like the yellow as opposed to what I would normally be using, which is light gray, as the yellow just sort of stands out more. So if you want to switch that out to light gray, if that's your thing, for the desert camo, you can be my guest. But for right now, we're just sticking with the bold yellow. Moving on, and of course the banner build should be pretty simple by now, if you've been watching. Little side note, Garrett's doing it now. Alright, so with the first layer done, we can move on to the second layer. So we're going to need that barriers for layer, nether brick stair, birch slabs, and of course just blocks right here. Yep. And we'll just grab everything else as needed. First, I want to turn the render distance up when we're doing the conversion so we can see far enough. Alright. So, bear with me. So first we're going to be placing down 2 nether brick stairs on top of slabs. So pretty normal stuff. And then we're just going to carry the slabs, carry some, actually let's just do the body first. So the smooth sandstone should be, is it right behind you? Yeah, it should be, okay. So place 1 smooth sandstone down top of the first slab, and just 1 more to each side. And for the upper lower glacis area, main battle tank moment, we're just going to be placing some upside down stairs, item frame in each one, white stained glass, and just a dark oak sign for spare track. So with the glacis done, we can move on to, actually, basically moving on to finish up the track. So we're just going to place down one birch plank head, basically. I'll put the links in the description, but if you don't have access to that, then skeleton skulls will do just fine. So, as I said, moving on, we're going to be placing down a row of smooth sandstone that I believe goes all the way back. Okay. And some walls at the end. Just want one more, just like the front. Oops. There we go, just like that. And an item frame on both sides. And inside, you're going to be putting a firework star. What you're also going to need to do is take a birch trapdoor, place one out to either side. So now we're going to carry the spruce slabs I was talking about. We'll need, just take the spruce slabs all the way back, simple as that. Then for the short skirts, we're going to begin with the composite side armor for the driver's area, which is just going to be 2 gates. So, one and done. So moving on from there, we're going to begin a little pattern here. First we need to grab some birch signs. One birch sign. One birch trapdoor, flip it downwards. 2 birch sign. One birch trapdoor. And 2 signs. Now for sort of the back area, a little complicated here. Which is not very that complicated, comes later. So for now, we're just going to place down a dark oak sign on the back of each of the trapdoors. Then the item frame on the side of it. And inside of that, you're going to be placing a cobweb. I don't know why the time just changed. I don't know. I'll stop questioning that. So, whoops, cobweb on each side, like I said. So moving on to the last layer of the pole slash first layer of the turret, because it's one of those kind of things. We're going to need some snow, birch trapdoors, light gray carpets. That'll do it kind of for now. And if you're wondering if you don't want, I should have really said this in the beginning of the video, but if you didn't want to do it in a desert camo, I have a studded Zvan 121 already built in, ready for tutorial, which is basically the same thing, but in a nice green color scheme. So if you want that, then I guess wait for later, since a few things changed design-wise to maintain the same shape without using the same block, so that was a challenge. So anyway, moving on. Place down 3 light gray carpets, birch trapdoor on each of the stairs. Well, it doesn't matter which way they're facing. And we're just going to layer some snow. It should just be 2. Yeah. Now we're going to need to grab some slabs, stairs, and blocks. If I can reach it. That's not a block. Technical difficulties here. There we go. So, moving on. There's probably going to be a little of debug stuff, but it's not much. Again, should have really said that in the beginning of the video. First, I'm going to place down a smooth sandstone slab on top of the third birch slab. I'm going to place down a smooth sandstone in the middle, and to each side a corner stair, or quarter stair. There we go. So moving on to the back. Next is just a row of 3 sandstone blocks, and I believe it stops right there. So that's the block I thought it was. So we're just going to build a 3x3 block of smooth sandstone. Then there should be a smooth sandstone stair in the back, and this should be a slab. Actually, there should be 2 slabs. Yeah, okay. Never can be too careful. So 2 slabs to each side. And then a little bit more stair stuff. So this just looks like 1 and should be a quarter stair. Yeah. Yeah, with the smooth sandstone, it is a bit difficult to see the individual blocks to know what's a stair and what's a, you know what I mean. So just remember that. I'm not that bad. So with basically the turret for now, the base of it at least, laid down, we can move on to the engine deck. So fun stuff here. We're going to need snow, lots of it, an portal frame, first time using it actually, the brick wall, and a lectern, first time using that as well. So this should just be 2 end portal frames. In between, yep, okay, so just keep the same thing. So layer some snow up, just basically 1 higher than the slab. Try and match it on the other side, just like that. And for the rest, it's going to be 1 more layer. Whoops. There we go. And another row of the same layer. So snow piling compilation. Darn it. Actually, I'm just going to do it the easier way. The more Kaiser-friendly way. Oh no. Okay, maybe not. The sound is just annoying to me, so. Okay, that works. Or not, actually, wait. Yeah, okay. I was right. I was not wrong. Okay, so yeah, so the 6-layer snow and then snow behind it, 1 more up. Yeah, it should be the layer 7 snow, and just for comparing purposes, should almost be a block. Almost be a block. This close. Then behind each of those, basically you're going to leave the center open, and in its place we're just going to make a 2x3 thing of nether brick walls for the radiators, then a lectern on each of the trapdoors. Then we're going to kind of cover it up with a sign and a banner. We're also going to need some trapdoors as well to finish up the layer. So first, as I said, just place a sign on the side of the lectern. On the back, we're going to place down some iron trapdoors off of the nether brick stuff walls. And we're just going to make these, whoops, did I messed these up, okay. Oh, it's because I've rotated it, that's why. We want powered, missed that one, powered. How did I do this? No. There we go, okay, it's open, okay, there we go. This is really just the worst tutorial ever, I'm sorry. Okay, moving on. We're going to need one banner that's a little bit more complicated. So you start with the light gray base. You start with the first pattern you do is a gray field mason. That's the brick one. Then you do a gray parafess inverted, which is basically the bottom 1/3 section. Then the red fess, which is just the red horizontal line, and then the black base indented, which is obvious one. And just place these babies off the back of the lectern. There we go, okay, thank you. Thank you. So that should finish the, what is this, third layer, kind of. We can move on to the fourth and then the final, so that's going to be the turret. For this we're going to need glass, lots of it, blocks, stairs. That should kind of do it for now. Okay. So, first of all, we're going to place down one smooth sandstone stair on top of another stair. Then, why not? Let's just put the barrel in right now. One birch slab. One smooth sandstone slab. Need some snow and, whoops. Darn, I hate that trapdoor, but it's useful at the same time. So one smooth sand slab out, and then blow it a birch trapdoor. Then we're going to layer the snow. Get it right this time. There we go. Should be just a little bit above the slab for the fume extractor. So 2 more slabs out, and 1 placer block basically. And we're going to just put in wither skeleton skull, like so. So, okay, losing my voice, just gonna make that obvious. So, moving on back, we're to pick up the blocks we need. Should be correct. And then we're going to place a row of 3 smooth sandstone blocks, if I have this correct, and we're just really going to take the blocks almost all the way back. So once you have that done, we'll place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 smooth sandstone blocks, and 2 more rows, 4 and 5. Then we're going to take some yellow stained glass panes and move them almost all the way back. So missing the last block. Actually, yes, it does go all the way back. Just looks weird. Okay. And for same thing to the other side. Oh, speaking of doing things to the other side, a little asymmetry thing. So for the optics here, that block that we placed right here is going to be a stair, just facing like so. Yeah, that's right. So for the mantlet, basically, stick out 2 panes, and we're gonna make these do their thing. Wrong. We need this west. There we go. And this one should only be facing south, I believe. Or north, yeah. That works too. So, should look like this, I guess. And we're just going to throw in the bustle real quick. Actually, the thing that comes first is the smoke, Smock. So we're going to take some dark oak signs and 2 gates. Place some just like so. And a sign. Yeah, that's right. Okay, just looks weird for some reason. Alright, with that all done, one more little thingy. We're going to make the south true, so it does have that flat face look that I wanted. So, as I said, the bustle, some oak trapdoors, wither boy, and just a chest. So just first of all, let's start with the actual block here. Place down a chest, and then a oak trapdoor to the side, flipped upwards. Then we're going to take 2 oak trapdoors and place them on the bottom section of these smooth sandstone blocks. And similar to the other side, we're just going to close them up and place a wither skeleton skull on the other side of on the outside of the chest. So with that all done, now as promised, we can move on to the next layer. For this, we'll need daylight sensor, oak, so this is just miscellaneous stuff basically. I sell that for now. Okay, so let's just start. Cover this up with a carpet and place one on the middle block. Next we're going to place down a skeleton skull, and we're going to place down a gate facing forwards. We're also going to grab that fell down. We're going to grab a chain. Place right in front. I love these things, by the way. And to each side behind it, place down daylight sensor, which does that. There we go. Okay. And in between, actually moving in between the ammo for the MG thing, MG3 I think, or MG42. Like, imagine making a machine gun so successful it serves like 80 years after it was built or something. Insane. We're just going to cover the roof down with oak, birch trapdoors, with the exception being this one center block, and for the thing, I don't know what it is, but I don't know a lot of things. We're just going to place down 1 iron bar, and a sea pickle on the, funny sound, sea pickle on top. Weird little thing. Now we're just going to put the antennas in place, so these are basically just placed right off the oak trapdoors. Row 3, upwards that is. 1, 2, and 3, and 1 moving out. Like so. So, with that all in place, I really think that finishes up the Leopard 2A4. Just going to double check this, and we can move on to the Leopard 2A6 if that's what you're doing. If not, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I will see you next time. So for those of you still sticking around, we have our kind of chopped Leopard 2A4, and ready to turn it into a 2A6/5. So first thing, kind of something we missed earlier, but it's kind of was hard to see, literally and figuratively. We're going to build a row of 3 barriers. It's probably better to just move the bottom 2. Let's just do that. Alright, and this is for the 2A4, so for the 2A4 you would put a stone button on each side, but on the 2A6 I model I was working off at least only had the button on the left side. So let's do that. Alright, so that's, I guess, the first change. So starting with the turret, I'm going to be placing a lot of stone blocks. So the first one, sneak and place it down right on top of this middle snow. Then that should be basically the end of the mantlet, or the slope part at least. And then we're going to build out one smooth stone slab. Then, same thing we did on the 2A4, so no change there. Fume extractor still in the same place. Then we go out 3 smooth sandstone, and if you're wanting to do the 2A5 instead, you would only go out 2, as that's really the only major difference. And we'll need, let's grab it, with a skeleton skull for the end of the barrel. So let's see, I have something that looks weird, like this. We're going to make some sense of it, so continuing on. We need some birch stairs, and that will do it for now. So on either side, we're going to place down some birch stairs, and with our magic wand, we're going to make these into, hard to see the words. That's even harder to say the words. Words are helpful. Okay, we'll need shape, outer left. There we go, and let's just rotate this one. Facing. There we go, okay, so on second thought, actually, since we're going to be placing things behind it, we should have done that. So, block state updates, so let's kind of do that again. Okay. So let's just put them down. Shape. And rotate. So this should be the last time after this, so gotta remember that. Facing east. So once you have that done, on each side of this block, row 3, place down one birch plank, and we'll do the roof later. So, like the 2A4, is a big carry of the sandstone blocks, and we're going to go all the way back to the engine deck. So this is going to be a pretty long row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 7 out after the one row. So yeah, should have something that looks like this. And now let's just grab a few things to place all the glass. So just normal row 3 right here. Then a flipped upwards trapdoor on the each side of the last row. Then for some stuff, we're going to place a wall. Actually, let's just place this glass pane first, and a wall like so behind it. So should have something that looks exactly like that. And something I just remembered, we switch these stairs out, or we switch those quarter stairs out for no stairs. Alright, so with that all done, we're going to do the magical stuff last. That's what I need to remember. And for the glass, we're just going to carry it all back. So now we won't have anything updating our block states. Let's just make this facing south, true, and let's just make these sides tall. Oops. north. Okay. Yes, north tall. What did I do wrong? I believe I set it east. No east. We don't like the east. Going to then. Already did north. Alright. South tall. West tall. Okay. So, should look exactly like that. And same thing to the other side. East tall. South. And north. Perfect. So, with a majority of it done, I'm going to finish it off with some dark oak fence gates. We're not going to be placing the sign, it's just going to be 2 more. And one thing, okay, that's not, well, that, alright, debug stuff, sorry. Yep, those are just normal pins for the row all the way back. So now, moving on to the roof, we're going to knock out a thing, as you can call it. So, on this block right here, which is the 4th road wheel, and the middle block behind the wall we placed. My mistake. One more up. I think this is a few blocks forward than that one. Always gotta have that correct. So there should be 3 blocks behind it. Yeah, just 3 blocks behind it. That's the best way to put it. Okay, so we'll need stuff like, well, the only thing we'll read right now is, darn it, we'll need a, well, we'll need that, but we want the skeleton skull. Did I just say that? Oh, the skeleton skull. Okay. So, what I think is going on here. Okay, so it's just like broken, which is what we wanted. Okay, whoops. So I had to check that out. We're just going to, okay, so we had it right. Going to place down 1 armor stand and a weathered skeleton skull on top of it. So only thing we should need to do is place down a slab right here, or really on any side, and then we need something to push it in place, i.e. a piston. Alright, cool, it didn't update block states. Darn it, okay. So place the block out. And then we'll need a button to activate it. So some utility going on here. And there we go. So I know it's like shifted off to one side, but the slab is basically the only thing that the piston can push and that can basically cover it. So like not a bad trade-off. And the optic thing is slightly off-centered, which is kind of what we wanted to go for. So with that all in place, we can take some birch trapdoors, daylight sensor, birch sign, redstone repeater, button, and let's just take this again for now. Okay, so we're going to be placing down a, what is this, lacquered carpet on the first, what I believe is the first block we placed. So behind that, we're going to place down 1 button, and then 1 lacquered carpet, apparently. Okay, and then trapdoor. Had a small heart attack, didn't think I got the spacing right, but I did. Okay, so should have something that looks exactly like this, and really to each side of the trapdoor. Daylight sensor, that's that. So looks like the hatches actually line up, or in the same place. Did not realize that. That's neat. So we're going to place a sign down on one of them. Actually, on the left side. Left side, yep, okay. Then really just 1 lacquer carpet behind that, so in front of the opposite side sensor. And then we're just going to put down a redstone repeater, no tick delay, or just default tick delay. I used to be redstone back in the day. And for the antennas, or there is one. Can't really tell what's going on here, so if you want to make them like longer and sticking out, be my guest. But I just saw them like this. And now we're just going to cover really the rest of the roof with trapdoors. So, with that all done, I believe that will finish off our 2A4 to 2A6. That sounds confusing, so our conversion to 2A6, okay, yeah. So, hope you enjoyed the tutorial, or tutorials, and I'll see you in the next video.